अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज हम पढ़ेंगे लेसन 3। अरे हाल वाल तो पूछा ही नहीं। आप सब कैसे हैं? खैरियत से हैं? चलें, हम सब बहुत खैरियत से हैं। चलें, ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। तो आज हम सीखेंगे मल्टीप्लिकेशन। तो पढ़ना शुरू करते हैं। लेसन 3 मल्टीप्लिकेशन. So this is basically times the numbers, right? So 0 times 1 is always gives you a 0. Whenever you multiply any number with 0, you'll get back 0, right? Always. जैसे हमने सीखा था ना in case of addition and subtraction. So whenever you're going to add or subtract 0 from any number, you'll get back that number. In this case, you'll always get 0, right? So remember this difference and never mix them. So 0 times 1 is 0 or 1 times 0 is 0. So the difference is only the positions of these two numbers have been switched, but the numbers remain the same. So either 0 times 1 or 1 times 0, you will be getting the same answer, which is 0. Similarly, 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 20 is 0, 0 times 100 is 0, 0 times 1000 is 0, right? Okay, what is 1 times 1? So 1 times 1 is always a 1. 1 times 5 is 5. So in this case, whenever you multiply any number with 1, you will be getting that number other than 1, right? So 1 times 10 is 10, 1 times 20 is 20, 1 times 17 is 17, 1 times 50 is 50, 1 times 73 is 73, right? So whenever we are multiplying any number with 1, we will be getting that number. So 1 is basically performing a function of, you can think of this number as a mirror, right? So this number is basically a mirror. When you look yourself into a mirror, what you see? You see yourself, right? So this number 1 is basically a mirror. So when you put any number in front of this one, you'll see that number, right? Okay. Next, here we are going to solve few questions on multiplication. अच्छा, इसके लिए ना times table का आना बहुत ज़रूरी है. You should be super master in learning the times table at least 2 to 12, right? So make a habit and start learning from today. Starting it with 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Minimum, right? These times tables should be on your fingertips. Okay? So starting it with question number 1, 2 times 3 is 6, right? So how we are getting this 6? There are so many different ways. The most effective way is using the times table. You should be familiar, you should learn those times table, then you can be able to solve multiplication as well as division questions. Okay, here is another method of solving this question, which is, say this is 2 and we are going to times it with 3, right? So what does it mean? It means we are going to, so this is 2, right? This is 2, and this 3 will tell us how many number of times this 2 is repeating. So this is repeating 3 times. So write 2 3 times, right? And then simply add it. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 will give you 6. Or if you want to go it other way around, so this is 3 and 3 is repeating how many number of times? 2 times. So write 3 how many times? 2 times. So 3, now add both of these two numbers. So 3 plus 3 is again 6. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 will give you 6, and 3 plus 6, 3 will give you again 6. So this is how you solve it, right? But I should recommend you to solve it using the times table. That is the most easy way. Okay. Next, what is 4 times 6? So 4 times 6 is 24. Now Let's try to solve this question using the same very method. So we are going to write 4 how many number of times? 6 times. Or this is more number of this 6 is a huge number, so let's do it other way around. So we are going to write 6 4 number of times. So 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. So now add all of these 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12, 12 plus 6 is 18, 18 plus 6 is 24, right? So 4 times 6 is 24. Now in that case, this is question number 3, 10 times 9. So start, if you know the answers directly, which can only be possible once you are familiar with the times table, you're good in times table. But let's say you do not know the times table. So then how we are going to solve it? Or you do not know the 9's times table or either 10 times table. So then we can solve it individually. So this is 0, starting it with the unit place. 0 times 9 is, we have already done it. When you multiply any number with 0, you will get 0 in the answer. So 0 times 9 is 0. And once we multiply this 0 with this 9, so we get 0 times 9 is 0. Now we are going to multiply this, the number at the tens place, which is 1, with this 9. So 1 times 9 is 9. So overall 10 times 9 is 90, or 9 times 10 is 90, right? Moving on to the next question, which is question number 400 times 5. So start multiplying each of these digits at their given place values, times it with 5. So first I'm going to times it this 0 with this 5. So 0 times 5 is 0. Now multiply this 0 with this 5. 0 times 5 is 0. And 1 times, now multiply this 1 with this 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Always start it from the unit place, okay? Do not start it from here. So overall 100 times 5 is 500, or 5 times 100 is 500. Next, this is easy. Let's solve it quickly. So 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. Then this 0 times 0 is 0. And also pay attention, I'm going to write these answers just below these place values, okay? Keep this thing also in your mind. And 2 times 0 is 0. So 2000 times 0 is 0, or 0 times 2000 is 0. So either you can put 4 zeros, or either simply, once you are familiar and expert in solving these questions, you can directly write simply 1 0. Because any number, if you multiply any number with 0, you'll get 0, right? Okay, next. 23 times 45. So here we are going to multiply 2 digit with 2 digit. So we always, okay, in this case, pay attention. So this is 5. We are going to start it with unit place. So this is 5. I'm going to multiply this 23 with this 5, right? So first I'm going to multiply this 3 with this 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. Write 5 here. 1 goes on carry. We are not allowed to write 15 at once collectively at the bottom. Remember the addition lesson. So 3 times 5 is 15. Write 5 here. 1 goes on carry. The next is 2 times. Now I'm going to multiply this 2 with this 5. Right? So collectively we are first going to multiply 23 with this 5 and then 23 with this 4. Okay. So 2 times 5 is 10. 10 and plus 1, this carry. 10 plus 1 is 11. So now I'm going to write 11. Okay. Now moving on to the next portion. Now I'm going to multiply this 23 with this 4. So now look at the place value of this digit 4. Place value of this digit 4 is tens. So we are going to start writing our answers at the tens place. We cannot write our answers, start writing our answers below 5, because this is a unit place. So I'm going to put cross here, right? It means we are not allowed to write anything here. Okay. So now start multiplying these numbers. Again, started from the unit place. Now I'm going to multiply 3 with this 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. Write 2 here. Now 1 goes on carry. So here, so this was the previous one. You can cancel it. Now write the new carry. And 2 times, now I'm going to multiply this 2 with this 4. So 2 times 4 is 8 and plus 1, which is 9. Now what I'm going to do at the end, we have successfully multiplied all the numbers. Now at the end we are going to add these numbers. So 5 plus nothing is 5. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 1 plus 9 is 10. So when I multiply both of these two numbers, I will get the answers 1035. Okay, next question number 7. So now solve it on your own and then you can resume the video. Okay. So first I'm going to multiply this 497 with this 1. Okay. So let's do it. 9 times 1 is 9. 7 times 1 is 7. And 4 times 1 is 4. Or simply 479 times 1 is 479. So this is basically performing a function of mirror. Okay. Now I'm going to multiply this 2 with this 479. So where should I start writing my answers? From the, since the place value of this 2 is 10, is tens. So I'm going to start writing my answers from the tens place. So just put a cross here. Okay. So now start multiplying. So 9 times 2 is 18. So write 18, 8 here, and 1 goes on carry. Since I multiplied these two numbers, so the carry should be written on the next neighborhood digit. So what is the next neighborhood digit of this 9, which is 7? So I'm going to start putting my carry above 1, right? So now 2 times 7 is 14 plus 1, 15. So write 1 here, sorry, 5 here, and 1 goes on the carry. Now multiply these two numbers. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Now what should I have to do at the end? Start adding these numbers. So 9 plus nothing is 9. 7 plus 8 is 15. 1 carry. So now where should I write carry? So since we are solving these two numbers, we are adding numbers. So carry should be written here. Okay. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. So write 0 here. 1 goes on carry. And 1 plus 9 is 10. So the answer is 10,059. Okay. Moving on to the last question. So 345 times 402. So I'm going to multiply 345 with this 2 first. So start multiplying. 5 times 2 is 10. 1 carry. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1, 9. And 3 times 2 is 6. Now next is multiply. We are going to multiply 345 with this 0. So we have to start writing our answers from the tens place. So 0 times or 5 or 5 times 0 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. And 3 times 0 or 0 times 3 is 0. Okay. Now we are going to multiply 345 with this 4. Let me just mark it. So 5 times 4 is 20. Since the place value of this 4 is hundreds, so we have to start writing our answer from the hundreds. So put 2 cross, right? So 5 times 4 is 20. 0 here, 2 goes on carry. So 2 goes here up carry. So 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2. So that is 18. So write 8 here and 1 goes on carry. And 3 times 4 is 12. And 12 plus 1 is 13. The last step is always adding. So add these two numbers. 3 numbers actually. So 0 plus nothing is 0. 9 plus 0 plus nothing is 9. 6 plus 0 plus 0 is 6. 0 plus 8 is 8. And this is 1, 3. So just shift that number down. So what number we are having? We are having 138,690, right? चलें, ये होगी हमारी मल्टीप्लिकेशन कंप्लीट. टन 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 छुट्टी. अपना ख्याल रखिएगा एंड बाय बाय.